Hey everybody, it's Lisa. So here today in the hoop house, and I'm doing a fun new experiment. I'm going to make elderberry cuttings and try to grow some elderberry plants. So a little background, recently I decided to pursue my interest in herbalism. So I've been taking an online course. It's about 2.5 years. It's, everything to do with herbs, from IDing them and how to make plant medicine with what you have, right in your backyard. So one of the plants that I have a lot of interest in is elderberry. If you go online and just do a search on elderberry, you'll find that there have been a ton of scientific studies done on the elderberry plant, showing that it is just chock full of antiviral properties, and I mean, it is proven plant medicine. A lot of these herbs haven't had the scientific studies done on them, the ones that are used here in the like in the US, but elderberry is one. It does have scientific backing, so if you do a little research on it, you'll see it's a pretty cool plant. So I was walking around here recently on the property and realized that I had like no elderberry plants on my property. Even walking out further, we'll take walks out on the farm roads that go around the fields and stuff, and surrounding properties. And I mean, I don't see elderberry plants anywhere around here, which is really sad. So I went over to my mom's property, and which is where I usually pick my elderberries. So I went to the place where I always pick, which is like right down the road from my mom's house, and I actually took some cuttings of elderberry plants, and I put them they're in buckets behind me. I actually have them soaking. So here's one. I just went out, took some pruning shears and cut them. And when you cut them, you want to cut them on an angle. And I marked each one of these plants with, like, this one has blue tape on it. I just wanted to keep track of which plants or which cuttings I took from which plants at my mom's. And I marked the tree or the plants at her house also, so that way, whenever the flowers come out on them and then the berries come out, I can actually go and just do another good identification on the plant. Even though elderberry is like super easy to identify, it has the opposite leaves on the stem, and then if you look at the bark, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that, see all those little bumps? Elderberry has a smooth bark, and then it has all these lumps. It's pretty easy to tell elderberry from anything else. And plus, just knowing that that's exactly where I was picking them last year, so I kind of figured it out. But I marked them anyway, just to be on the safe side. So I took cuttings from 4 different plants, just to give a little genetic kind of variety to my property. So what I do, and it's super easy, is you just take your pruning shears and you just cut them off there. Snow's falling off of the hoop house. Every once in a while a big piece comes down. Finally nice to have a warm day here. So you just cut a piece off. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I let these soak overnight, so this piece looks pretty damaged. So just cut it off at an angle, and then all you do is you get a pot. Here's our pot, and I filled it part ways with some potting soil. I didn't want to waste my potting soil, and I don't even know if this will work. So take your cutting, you just stick it in there, that's it. And what I did with these ones, I mean, I put like 5 in there. I don't know how well it'll work, so I figured I'll put as many as I can in there, and I don't want to waste my potting soil. Soil is expensive, and I can't go dig any up out of the, the woods, because it's all frozen right now. So this is how I'm going to do it, and then as you can see, I have this labeled with the ribbon, so then I know that which plant this came from, because I have my mom's tree that I took this from, or her, shrub or whatever it is. I have that marked with the ribbon also. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to do that to all 4 of the cuttings. And then another fun thing that I'm going to do is I'd actually read online that some people will just take the cuttings and just put them right out in the ground, like now in February. So I actually have some plants here. Here's some cuttings that I took. They weren't quite nice enough. I didn't think they were very, they're not very solid. So I was going to throw them away, but then I thought, you know what, I'm going to try that method. So I marked each one with a little ribbon so I know which plant it comes from. That way if I find out in the spring or the summer that one of those plants was a inkberry plant, I'm just going to pull these out then, because I don't want inkberry plants all over my property. I already have a couple here. So I'm just going to go out. I'm going to find a spot that doesn't have a lot of snow so that I can press this right down into the ground. And then we'll see if it doesn't take root. It'll be pretty cool if it does. So wish me luck. But I really do hope to propagate this plant medicine. I was joking around, I want to be like Johnny Appleseed, but I'm going to be like Lisa Elderseed. So we'll see. Hi, Dove. The dog wants me to throw her ball. So that's it. I'll do if this works out, I'll post this video. And then I'll do an update and show you if, like how they're growing and everything, or if they're sprouting. So, okay, till next time.